Five minutes. Take a photo. 10 minutes. Two slides and then you can go to work.
না হয়তো পরেরটাই যায় लोग एक फोटो लेकर मारन जानी ना once like photo ले ले
Good afternoon and welcome to the Nature Boy Scenic Railway. My name is Liz and I will be your guide as we tour throughout this reserve. Just a friendly reminder that there is no eating, drinking, or smoking on the train. As well, I ask that you please remain seated with your arms and legs well within the train carriage at all times. We are about to enter a 40-acre reserve consisting mostly of open woodland. It serves as a natural refuge for many wild animals and birds that are native to southern Ontario. Predominant vegetation in this area includes willow, ash, elm, poplar, and a large sheltering white pine forest. The Nature Boy Scenic Railway is intended as a scenic ride and not as an animal display. Therefore, it will only be by chance that the animals are seen, so please keep your eyes peeled and your cameras ready. The train that you are riding on is being pulled by a miniature replica of an 1863 CP Huntington steam engine. The original steam engine played a very important role in building the western portion of the first transcontinental railroad from 1864 to 1869. Today, the original steam engine stands in front of the railroad station in Sacramento, California, as a symbol of an engineering marvel from over 100 years ago. If you look in the shore of the creek coming up on the right-hand side, you will see the great blue heron, which is one of the most common types of wading birds in this part of Ontario. Their long, featherless legs allow them to wade silently through fresh water as they stalk their prey of fish, frogs, snakes, and small rodents. They can be easily recognized in flight as they carry their necks in an S-shaped curve and their long, featherless legs trail out behind them. You will see in the water to the left-hand side as well that we do have a swan, and we will have a second swan coming up just as we pass the corner of this upcoming pond. The largest of the swans is the trumpeter swan, which breeds from Alaska to the Rocky Mountain states. Their numbers were dangerously low at one time, but have since recovered. The trumpeter swan got its name from the trumpeting call that it makes. They are extremely territorial and will defend a territory of over 120 acres, which is 3 times the size of the reserve that we are traveling in today. You will see on the left-hand side as well that we have a small number of Canadian geese. The Canada goose is the most common type of goose in North America and is easily recognized by their brown body plumage, black head and neck, and prominent white cheek patch. The pond to our right-hand side is known as Turtle Pond. Unfortunately, they are not often seen above the surface. However, we do have many snapping turtles. Snapping turtles are very efficient predators and will lie in wait in the mud at the bottom of ponds for passing fish, crayfish, frogs, and small water birds. It is not uncommon throughout the year to see up to 80 round eggs, each about the size of a ping pong ball, laid in the gravel along our railway tracks, placed there by the snapping turtle. Coming up on that peninsula to the left-hand side of the train, you will see another large number of Canadian geese. Every spring, approximately 100 breeding pairs migrate to African line safari from their wintering grounds in the southern United States. They build their nests close to the water's edge, and 4 to 6 creamy white eggs are incubated for 28 days in the spring. Their calls can be heard from a great distance, and in flight they travel in a typical V formation, which is thought to serve several important purposes, as firstly it conserves their energy, with each bird flying slightly above the bird in front of them, resulting in a reduction in wind resistance. They also take turns being in the front, falling back when they get tired. This allows them to fly for a long period of time before needing to stop and rest. The V formation is also thought to assist with communication and coordination within the group and ensure that every bird is present and accounted for. Fighter pilots will often use this formation for the same reasons. Up in the tree to the left-hand side, we do have a large number of black birds, known as a cormorant.
With the blackbirds.
They're a common water bird found throughout North America. They mainly eat fish and hunt by swimming and diving. After they dive, they spend some time with their wings outstretched to dry off as they are not waterproof. Their population was once threatened, but has since increased. And on the left-hand side, flying across the lake, you will see a second gray blue heron.
ব্রিজটা বুঝতে যাবে ওই যে একটা ব্রিজ দেখতে পাচ্ছ না ওখানে দেখতে ব্রিজটা এদিকে এদিকে ও দেখো ব্রিজটা দেখতে পাচ্ছ ব্রিজের উপর দিয়ে যাবে On the little island in the water to our left-hand side, you will see the great blue heron that recently took flight across the lake. The large building that you see on your right-hand side is a state-of-the-art elephant facility designed to house the park's herd of Asian elephants. The 18,000 square foot facility features a computer-controlled ventilation system, heated floors, and natural lighting. A laboratory and research center within the facility enables our staff to continue their efforts in maintaining one of North America's most successful breeding programs for this endangered species. African Lion Safari is an accredited member of the International Elephant Foundation that supports conservation, education, and research worldwide. Through their passion, knowledge, expertise, and partnerships, they inspire and engage people to ensure a vibrant future with elephants everywhere. If you look closely, you may see an opening to the elephant lookout. Once the train tour is done, if you exit and follow the path to the right-hand side, you will come to reach this elephant lookout where you may be able to spot the newest additions to the herd. If you're looking across the lake to the left-hand side, you will see, once again, our large number of Canadian geese. Throughout our tour, you may have noticed a number of wooden boxes posted on trees in the air, half of their body weight in insects every single night. You will see on the other side of the fence to the right-hand side that we have two large white birds, known as the Sarus crane, which are ranged throughout Southeast Asia. Their diet consists of insects, reptiles, and plant material. They are normally found in pairs or in family groups. They have calls that differentiate between the males and females. They incubate their eggs on the shores for 34 days. The young are able to fly at 3 months of age. However, they stay with their parents until the next year's breeding season. On the fallen down trees to the left-hand side, if you look really closely through the branches, you may see a couple of painted turtles, although they are relatively small animals. Painted turtles can often be found sunning themselves on logs and rocks that are exposed above pond surface. They are very common freshwater species and feed on underwater plants, insects, and mosquito larvae. Turtles are very timid creatures and will dive underneath the water if they are disturbed. We are now approaching the end of the tour, and I ask that you please remain seated until the train has come to a full and complete stop. Once including the Parrot Paradise Show, Birds of Prey flying demonstration, and little raised reptile performances. And the button is a wild one. Just one last friendly reminder to please watch your head as well as your step while you're exiting from the train.